Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me have a quick camera check and visual and sound check. Perfect. Good morning, Alan. Good morning. Let's see price action. Can you hear me properly, right? So honestly, I have a feeling that maybe we won't have a trade today. What I really hoping that we're gonna be able to have a short on gold. So on the daily time frame, we can see the price actually went higher, close below, make the bearish OB, then retrace back to this daily fair value gap, and now yesterday it actually made a bearish OB, so we have a confirmed bearish daily bias. So if not today, for the next couple of days, I would like to see the price to take out all this low resistance liquidity here. And on the 1 hour time frame, so the daily time frame yesterday was bearish. I want to see a continuation towards this low and this low. So I have this daily POI here, and I would like to see a bearish continuation. And currently the daily approach is bearish and the 1 hour time frame is bearish, so that's really ideal. I would like to have actually a C2 to sweep maybe Asian high, close back, and the C3 to short. Now really looking for good morning viewers and good morning investors. So and then not really looking for longs on gold, just only short, because the daily time frame turned to be bearish, make the bearish order block on the daily. So and yesterday candle was a huge bearish candle, but not like a big like displacement. It was just a C4 continuation. I want to see these low resistance liquidity to be taken, guys, here. So this is my ideal target for the next days, I would say. And here I want to see Asian high to be taken, a sweep. Maybe 3 o'clock we have a news, I'm not sure. Maybe 10 o'clock gonna be a C2 candle, and then 11 o'clock can be a short towards this London low and pre-daily low. But currently, as you can see, the price is ranging, which is understandable because we had a distribution. We took out these low, short-term low here, right? The short-term low we took out. So if the price takes out a short-term high or low, we anticipate a new phase of the price action, which is a consolidation. As the consolidation actually is a continuation signature, manipulation out and distribution. We can have a V-shaped reaction, that's a reversal, or we anticipate to have a retrace to the premium and then going lower. So if I'm bearish and let's say the price took out one of the short-term low, I would like to see first of all consolidation or retrace. I don't want to see V-shaped reaction. If I have a consolidation or a retrace, that actually supports my idea the price wants to go lower. Okay. And crude oil, actually the daily approach is bullish, 1 hour time frame is bearish. So I would like to see actually the 1 hour time frame to be changed to be bullish, and then I'm looking for longs until I wouldn't touch, because all the setups is gonna go against the daily time frame. That means it's gonna be a lower probability. You can take it, guys, if you want, but right now, since I'm doing these weekly recaps, I just noticed that actually most of the times the losses I had is because I'm against the daily time frame. So I think maybe I'm gonna have less entries, but I'm gonna have at least a daily and the 1 hour time frame at the same direction. So I want to see, let's say I'm long, I'm looking for longs, daily bullish, 1 hour time frame trend is bullish, and I want to see a bullish C2 from a bullish PDA. That's like a setup. I take it and I'm washing my hands and I'm close the chart. So many times when I have these think that 1 hour is bearish, the daily is bullish, then I'm trying to catch something that maybe is not there. And then sadly indices, probably not today, took out, you know, Asian high. The 1 hour time frame bullish, the daily approach is bearish. I would like to see a bearish changing state of delivery, but you know, it's really like a huge distance, so probably I won't have any trade on indices today. All right, do you have any question with the market, quick market analysis, guys? Let me see the chat. Congratulations, Alan. Congrats. Would you like to talk about your trade? Was it based on a fractal model or was based on different entry model? By the way, I almost finished the gold recap for the last week. And probably tonight, I'm gonna start to work this week recap as well. Possible reversal is building on crude oil, but I don't wanna catch the falling knife. We had a C2 here, so that's actually B setup, right? Let me just annotate the chart. That means I would like to see a continuation during this 35, 20, 23 minutes. But you can see when we against the 1 hour time frame, even we have a C2, you see how the price is reacting, just range bound. There's gonna be a 10 o'clock. No real expansion. So let's say we had the C2 here, right? The price wasn't even able to make a CM5 changing state of delivery, right? So why? Let me try to leave the, yeah, because the daily is bullish and the 1 hour is bearish. So you see even this one B setup, and we don't have like a really clean A setup. Overnight 1 hour, took the 1 hour 5 minutes. Oh, the 1 a.m. candle. Okay, so you mix the time frames. Was it gold and you entered on, you took so you entered when? So tell me what was the time. Okay, when did your C2 appeared? Tell me when, and then try to find your entry. I try to figure out your logic behind. We have actually a news, guys. I hope you know. Forex Factory says 10 o'clock we have a job openings, which is a red folder, but nothing crazy. Let me see the financial juice, if you have anything. Nothing. The MO imbalance is Nasdaq minus 17, Dow Jones plus 51 million, Max 7 minus 12 million. That was opening liquidity. Oh, Trump thinks Iran leader is alive but damaged. It's okay. Who's you want me to tell you my market analysis, what I anticipate from the market today, or are you okay? Saudi Arabia cuts all output by at least 2 million, so that can actually trigger oil price. There was a 35 minutes news out. All right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm bearish as well on gold, and I want to see a C2. I want to see a Asian high sweep. So ideally, would be nice if 10 o'clock candle would be a C2, like sweep the high of the Asian, right? And the 11 o'clock candle would be a C3. That was London low and pre-daily low. That's my ideal trading day. If it won't appear, then I want to close the chart because you know, guys, today I have to leave a bit early because I have a meeting as well. Let me just set a reminder. Equal highs. I mean, yeah, you mean the pre-market high is almost took out the Asian high, so that's like a equal highs. And obvious, I anticipate you wanna see this liquidity packet to push the price lower. This one, right? And then going lower. Because that was a support, and now we anticipate it's gonna be a resistance, so we need a confirmation that the size of the orders change. Like right now, it's not a buy orders, are there sell orders, because the buyers actually lost that defense zone. This moment I'm setting up a reminder on my phone so I won't be late. 51.44, yeah. 51.44 is, I guess, a 50% of this week. Yeah, let me check. No. You see? All right, guys. That's an amazing lesson again. Look this week. Here. You see this week here? The 50% of this week is 5,144.8. So now, yeah, now do we see how important the 50% of the weeks? And as well, okay, another thing. Look at this. I mean, it's like hilarious. This one is just opened my eyes. So look, that's a 50% of the week right here. Look at this. The price came into this 50%. Probably the 50%, you know, that was like a range here, and then pushed higher the price, and then went through, and you see where it comes back here. So see this is a 50% of the week. Okay, this is the week low here, and this is the retest week. Must be random, right? So 5,144.1 exactly the same tick. So probably this was the area where before many times, you see here as well, probably it's a point of control. So I ideally think this was the area where the orders, most of the orders exchanged owners. You see? And when they have no more buyers, went lower. So this is like an important level. Probably that's why you see as well. I usually like to see this much easier, and I approach much easier than, I don't use point of control anymore. I like to use the idea to understand the price action that I think like 2 weeks ago I was talking about in my live, that when we have an imbalance, I want to see the price to rebalance that zone, and inside this imbalance we have as well like a structure, and I want to see the structure feel an imbalance inside the imbalance and then reverse from there. Probably we're gonna see a string formation inside that area, but I like to see when we have a high and a low at the same area, and that's what actually, when we have the market maker buy model, a market maker sell model, that's why we was always looking for the left side of the curve what we have, because the previous support is going to act as a resistance, right? Because the liquidity packets, like, understandable actually. It's like so easy when you understand the whole logic behind the market. Like, they cannot go lower if there is no seller, but the seller is going to be at the same place when the buyers were, because that was the point which had to be broken to going lower, right? So obviously they're gonna defend, right? That's the English word. Defend that zone to push the price. Let's say if you wanna let's say you that like two companies, and that's forex. That pretty much have happened many times. So one company had to sell like a million, 500 million, I don't know, euro to dollar. So there will be a level where the price will retrace many times, right? Why? Because if they change all the currencies at once, that's gonna push the price so low that they won't have enough buyers to sell, because they need to send a euro to a European company. An American company has to send euro to American company, so they have to set an order by the banks, like usually the national banks, to able to swap the money. And if they swap all the money at once, that's gonna push the price lower, so they're gonna have less fear, because you know, on the bid and the ask, we have sellers and buyers, and there is no, let's say, like we have 100,000 buyers here, and I'm selling like 200,000. It's gonna go until fill the 200,000, right? And then it's gonna reverse, because here more buyers than sellers, so the market's gonna looking for orders to pair, right? So that's why the big banks does this, do the way that, okay, I have a contract with the company, and I'm telling like, okay, X amount of money, I'm gonna exchange like X amount of XYZ. And that's why they know where they have to target liquidities, and that's why they change the money that level. So that's why the point of control is important, because that's the area where the most of the, so the point of control is always based on the session, or that session like area you measure, like X and Y, right? And the point of control is where the most of the orders were filled, and this is the area here, and that's a volume area high and a volume area low. And ideally, when it's reached the volume area low, you want to naturally, the price naturally wants to go and deviate back to the point of control. If it grows above the point of control, we want to see to the volume area high, because that's how the market works on the volume level. Okay, let me set the alert. Okay, 5:30. All right, who is with me? Let me see. Okay, let me have a poll. Let me see, what do you think? All right, so that was a C2 here, and then you see this is like, first of all, it's lower probability because the 1 hour time frame against the daily time frame, and there's already like a B setup with the C2 closure. And then you have this area from here to here, and that was your point of interest on a 1 hour time frame. So right now price close above here, and you don't want to see any other confirmation. So this is a B setup. So you want to see expansion right now to the upside, right? So let's say you enter here to long, you put your stop loss where you have to still put here, right? Because this is not a OB. That was the last down move. You want to target 2R. Again, I use the short, my bad, that's a long, yeah. And then you want to target 2R. Here we go. I'm not sure if the crude oil is gonna go $4 today, Friday. It's too much. So ideally, if the price wants to go higher, I want to see a C4 continuation. But this is already not the ideal price action, so I'm not in the trade, but I'm gonna mark it because I want to backtest when the 1 hour against the daily, what's the percentages of the hit rate, because now I'm trying to refine my entry model so I can only get in when I have my A or A plus setup and no B setup anymore, because most of the times when I have I don't take C setup, not at all. I think I have no loss this week. I got like 10R, and last week when I had a loss, that was actually a B setup. C setup is nah, but most of the time I want to take A setup only. I'm bullish as well, but my idea is that because the 1 hour time frame didn't change to be bullish, right here, that's why I think it's lower probability. I would be more happier if the price action would be like bullish both of the time frame, like a daily and the 1 hour, and I would be more, that would be a setup, and I would long straight. Right now we can long, and this is like a original consolidation, this area, this double top, this is like a equal highs, but I'm not sure the price will be able to go almost $5, and my stop loss would be $2 something, because this is not protected, because that was the last down move because the arm move. So I want to see this one is a protected swing, and then we had these failure swings, so the price can just sweep and going lower, because this can be a manipulation, this accumulation as well. So not ideal price action for me. If the price wants to go higher, it's gonna make anyway another changing state of delivery, and then I can just long here and target 2R, and I'm just gonna be out like in $1. So if the price wants to go higher, I need more confirmation when I see this price action. So ideally I can enter inside the C4, because I know we have failure swings until here. We have an OB, so this is like a safe target, and this is like a final TP with this level. But I would like to see a C4. So probably if the price is gonna make a new OB, like yesterday in the gold, you remember? I was shorting inside the C4 because I wanted to see that the previous C3 order book will hold. And we had it, and I shorted, and I get the same TP, and I had less risk mentally, emotionally, and financially, right? Because that was a better setup, so I was able to risk more. Let me just fight here, I'm not in the trade. Nasdaq is flying. Sadly, I think Nasdaq had a good entry yesterday, 12 o'clock. And we had a good entry 9 o'clock from the OB. I hope someone shorted Nasdaq yesterday 9 o'clock. That was the Asian session short. That was nice. That was an amazing clean C2 here, and we could target this low. So yeah. Exactly. Probably that's why you guys use the M15 time frame to make the feel like you on the good side of the market, or you're not on the wrong side of the market. because when we have M15 confirmation, that's already like in 1 hour we have 4 M15 candles, and to be able to have a changing state of delivery on M15 minutes, you need at least half of the candles be done, or you need an internet changing state of delivery between 2 1 hour candles on the M15 time frame. And that's already, you got the confirmation the price wants to go higher, because most of the times when you have that M15 closure, you actually close already higher than the 50% on the previous 1 hour candle. That's why. Ellen, I see, but I don't see your entry. So later you can send me in the Discord if you want. I would like to see just double check. Come on, go do something. I think the price is waiting for the news. 4 more minutes. But I don't think so. The job was gonna be the big news. Like, it's like nothing. Because it doesn't, like, okay, how many job, and I don't know, the job openings, like, it's not that important. The consumer sentiment and the inflation expectations is a bit stronger than the job was, I guess. So all right, who wants to make a homework? And then of course, who is actually trading our fractal model? And can you imagine how many people actually were longing from here blindly? Because it was like literally like 5 points distance, lol. And Yuna would be like down like $200 something with one micro. That's crazy. And then of course, how many people will long from this fair value gap to this high when the daily and the 1 hour is bearish? Who wants the long gold? Someone? Hey, in Zectis, what's your bias for the gold today? Let me see crude oil. Wow, that's a chopness. Chop City, Chop Su. Let me put my phone on charging. Yeah, I'm bearish too. Oh, I don't like that. Let me see, maybe we have a SMT with a euro. Yeah, we have a SMT. 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't like the idea that we have a SMT with a euro. I don't like to use this between the, but this SMT was confirmed, no? No, not yet. That's cruel, didn't close below, okay. Wow. Let me measure. Is it exactly the same? Okay. Oh, that's funny. So this is the high of, this is the wick on the upper part of the candle, okay, and this is the lower part of the candle. Must be random, right? Look. So you tell me it's not a seek and destroy 1 hour candle. Took out the sell side into this fair value gap and took out the buy side into this fair value gap. That's funny because we have a tiny fair value gap here. So fair value gap to fair value gap, right? And let me see this to this. This is that how much the price went through the fair value gap. Wow. And this distance is gonna be, I guess, this distance. Let me see. Whoa, look at this. Crazy. Okay. We have a C2, which is bearish. So again, this is bearish, but the 1 hour time frame is bullish. I'm just gonna annotate. I don't wanna take this trade, but I just annotate in case, because that's a B setup. But it's ideal to short if the price wants to go lower, if you have a M5 changing state of delivery, which is here only. So until we don't have a closure below here, there is no M5 changing state of delivery, right? Probably most of the traders gonna short already Nasdaq if it's gonna close below this fair value gap. That's a good study opportunity. Probably we won't, I mean, probably I won't have a gold entry, sadly. Crude oil, if we have C4 continuation. So this is my point of interest. From this low, and the high should be the open of this candle. We have this OB, and I think we had this internal OB between here. Probably the price coming back and gonna go expand. But this is again like a B setup because we had what? We had this bearish candle, we close above here, we make another bearish candle into this fair value gap, into this OB and close above. Now we came here, so this should be protected low, but the low is here, which is protected, right? So this is a protected sequence. So this is a protected. We want to see another low inside this candle, but the problem is that we had this internal changing state of delivery, and ideally we don't want to see price coming back lower than this OB, 50% of this OB. So it's like a 60 cents distance. But at the same time, you can see we have these failure swings here. Just check on the lower time frame. Here, failure swing, failure swing, failure swing into the 50% of this. Maybe it can come here and then close higher, and that's going to be a protected and take all this liquidity from here. Not ideal. And as well, you see we had this swing formation on the M5 after we took out this short-term high. So what we can anticipate a consolidation, we can anticipate a retrace, or we can anticipate a V-shape. If you want to see higher prices, you're going to see this or this option. But I don't like the failure swings lower. Let's go gold. Sweep. By the way, is the music it's okay, not that loud that you cannot hear me properly? You can hear the music. You wanna have the music a bit louder? Let me. So now I turn a bit louder. Is it better? All right, thank you guys. So good study here. You see this area? That was a manipulation out. We have a closure. But if we approach as a retail, we had a down move. If we have a closure above this level, that's inverse head and shoulders, right? Left head and the right shoulder. Alright guys, tell me something. I'm bored. I don't want to check the price now because there is nothing to see. There is no short opportunity yet because the time frames are not aligned. And we're still waiting. We don't have a C2, we have only C2 here, which is kind of 50% of the week from this fair value gap, so not ideal. Price took out the pre-daily low and we have a pre-daily high, so we anticipate when we have a 1 hour changing state of delivery that the opposite liquidity will be taken. So this has a higher probability the price is gonna take it than going lower. But at the same time, if you measure the OT, the range, the price just came back to the OT and the bearish fair value gap. Right guys, let me see the news. It's a beautiful Friday price action, guys. You see how slow the price action right now on crude oil when we reach the short-term high? I'm just gonna mark this the way that we have a SMT with the XIU euro. By the way, guys, on gold, let me show you something. And this is inside. So this price. So if you want to learn a lot based on the fractal, I would recommend to go back to analyze the Thursday price action. Okay. Because Wednesday, from Wednesday to Thursday, that was an interest. I learned a lot. Okay, let me talk about this a bit. There is nothing right now, so at least we have a meaningful live set. So price on Tuesday went lower. Wednesday we retraced. And we anticipate retrace, so higher prices. But instead of this, the price went lower, came back Wednesday X amount of level, and started to consolidate through Thursday. So, because the previous day was bullish, but that was an inside candle, but that price reached the important level at Tuesday, we anticipate what a new phase of the price action on the daily time frame. So we can anticipate the consolidation, V-shaped reaction, or we can have a retrace, right? So both of them actually kind of bullish on the short time frame, like 1 day or 2 day until the price is retracing, right? So you see we have this bearish lag. So the price action inside the bearish lag. So we are bearish. So the daily is bearish. The 1 hour is bearish. Okay. So we're only looking for shorts if the time frames aligned. Okay. Price retrace here. Deep premium of this down leg. Okay. And then wasn't able to close above this OB. That was a fair value gap here. Then went back below the 50% of the leg, then formed swing formation to go back again, deep premium, and that's why I was like, cool, that's a range bound move. Okay, so I'm not really wanna be involved, right? So what I did, I was like, okay, my idea is that the daily is bullish because I want to see a retrace. I need a 1 hour bullish as well to be able to long. And then we have no bullish leg. We have an internal bullish leg here. But the price action should be still bearish, right? Why? Because we're inside the bearish candle. So is it bullish or bearish? What do you think? At this stage, when the price closes above these two down close candles, Is the price bullish or bearish? Who's gonna tell me? What do you think, guys? You think it's bullish, okay. Who else? What do you think, guys? So in Zex it says it's bullish. I understand. I just need one word, bullish or bearish, because I'm gonna explain what I think. Still waiting for more people to get involved. What do you think, guys? Is it bullish or bearish? So this is really tricky price action because we are in a bearish leg. So the 1 hour is bearish. I'm not even wanna think about that this is bullish. This is bearish. Why is it bearish? Because everything that happens inside this leg is bearish. 1 hour time frame turned to be a bullish if it closed above this level, right? Exactly. So it's bearish. I annotated because I wanted to show you these guys, because most of the time this is like an internal bullish trend. So I wouldn't touch at all the price action until the price. So I'm looking for longs, but I'm only looking for long if the price closes above this level. Everything else I'm looking for bearish price moves. So another question. If you use this as a bearish closure here, okay? Daily is bullish approach, 1 hour is bearish. That's why the confusion is happening a lot. Would you short from these candles, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 7 a.m. into this pre-daily low? Who would short it? That's a question. We have this candle here. Yeah, it's overnight, but just in figurative speech to understand the structure and the strategy. So the daily time frame. So the previous day was an inside candle, you see? Low and high. And now we opened, went higher, the premium of the previous day. We are in the bearish leg. The daily time frame is bearish, but currently we anticipate a retrace because the previous day was a bullish, even it was actually an inside candle. Would you short 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 7 a.m.? If I would short, I would short with half risk. Oh, this is a gold, Alan. This is gold. Oh, let me put the yeah. No, it's okay. Exactly. So if it's really a tough call, and that's why I was telling Nicole as well to study Thursday's price action, because that's, I think we have everything that most of the times as a trader, when we trade fractal model, we can make it wrong. because, oh shit, because we want a short, but we see these and we confuse, like, are we long now or we short, you know, and we don't really know, and that's why it's so difficult. So daily approach bullish, price did it close above bullish? No, only if we close above this level, from this level, then we have a bullish OB, changing state of delivery. We don't have. Price was tricky, price gapped up, you see, gap up, where gap up these two down close candles, so we have an illusion that it's a long, the bullish, and on different time frames this move can be just a retrace of this leg, but it's still in the same, because this is a bearish leg and everything that happens inside here, that's a retrace, doesn't really matter. It's like up close, down close, bullish, bullish, just a retrace. I don't want to be involved longing in a bearish leg, because it's always a less probability than short in a short trend. This is a short trend. I don't wanna trade this, because I never know when the price gonna sweep and tank and take me out. So ideally I wanna see the price coming back to the PDA, a bearish PDA, make a bearish C2, and then short expansion inside the C3. And this is the point where I want to be involved. The swing, I don't want to have this. This is only just X, and this is usually 3X. Why? Because the price always expand towards the trend. That's why it has a common like expression, trend is your friend. So no, 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 or yes, 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 yes. So that's why it's so difficult. Daily is bullish, but we didn't close above this, so we can follow the bearish trend. So yes, 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 no, 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 price close and make a new bearish OB, no, no, no. Why? We took out the pre-daily low, and most of the people, that's why they wrong. They want a long from here, because they think, we took out the pre-daily low, we have to retrace, and they trying to catch a retrace, and then let's say 25, 30 times is okay for 100 out of 100 trades. But you see this move, let me measure, and you see this move. Which one is a bigger? Down move. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna upload this PDF when I finished. Okay, gold is just range bonding. Here we go. How many people were shorting from here? I can see a lot. Crude oil, you see what happened? Took out the short term. This is a consolidation at the top of the short-term high, so we want to see a manipulation and a continuation if it's a valid long continuation model, or retrace and then going higher, or manipulation and going lower. But based on the daily time frame, be bullish. I want to see a changing state of delivery on the 1 hour time frame, which sadly only here. And if you have a closure, then you can anticipate what? Consolidation, manipulation, distribution, and this can be a C2, or we can have a retrace and then a higher move, and this can be a C2, or no continuation model. Gold, gold, gold. Gold doesn't do anything dangerous, just ranging. Range high, range low, and inside the range. So this is the range. Let me show you. Would like to trade range? No. So we had a C2, but you see the price wasn't able to close below. no confirmation inside the C3 that this sweep was valid. We wanted to see closure be inside the C2, a new OB, and then lower prices. So nothing. And as well, what I really don't like, let's say we have a move, and this is a like, let me try to redraw this. So that's a C1, and we have a C2 sweep, and this is a C3. And I've seen many times, if we have an internal OB between the C2 and the C3, price most of the times makes another OB at the end of the candle that actually can be swept by the sweep 4 and going lower, or it can just reverse because that whole move was just a retrace. In that case, there is no entry because that was actually M5 changing state of delivery, and then we anticipate that was our point of interest, and you enter here and you put your stop loss here, not here, because that should be protected. All right, enjoy your day. Probably I'm gonna wrap up as well earlier today because I have to go to the meeting. But it was a pleasure to have you here, and don't forget to if you have any question, you know where you can find me. Just drop me a message. And then homework was make the Thursday gold, check all the entries, okay? Make sure you do it, please, just in case if you wanna do the homework. All right, if not, that's okay. We had a closure on Nasdaq, SP 500. All right, Alan, that's nice. Take care. So we have a C2 here as well. But again, 1 hour is bullish, daily is bearish, so it's a lower probability. Thank you, Alan. So, is anybody took the short on SP 500? H1 PY. Go to 1 5 minute. $10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So we have a fair value gap here, which intact, so probably the price is coming back to retest. Yes, exactly. Because why? This is your point of interest, and then you see again what happened. So now you understand why it's lower probability when we have a M5 changing state of delivery inside these two candles. You see, because went higher, but the confirmation of this sweep happened inside the C3. And you remember from my weekly recaps, when the confirmation happens in the C3, it's already a B setup, because most of the times you have to have a huge SL, and that's not ideal to have 2R. You see? So what you can do, you're waiting for what? You're waiting for another, and then there's gonna be a protected high, and you start target 2R if you have low resistance liquidity. Exactly. So there is no C3 entry yet. But you see, just remember, like couple of weeks ago, you would enter here. Couple of months ago, let's say, because what? You have this down move, up move, lower low. This is a breaker block. and this is a unicorn entry, and we short from here, and we're waiting the price to going to take out this low to be 2R instead of to have a confirmed sweep. Yeah, exactly. You got my point then. Yeah. And I don't like that actually. We have this 1 hour fair, we get that close, so that makes lower probability, and we don't have a closure on the Nasdaq. So something is fishy. Yeah. You see the crude oil? Now it has a manipulation lag. There was a consolidation, manipulation, distribution. Gold? Yeah, probably we sadly won't have, I mean, like, based on my strategy, probably I won't have any entry. And it's Friday, maybe I'm gonna switch, you know, this just wrap up soon. So in Zexis, can you do the homework? Will you work on your skills to annotate Thursday, or maybe you can do the whole weekly recap of gold from Monday to this Friday and look for all the C2 entries, and can you make the differences? Let's say if you have an opposite price action on 1 hour and daily, so then that case you can improve a lot. Like, you have all the, yeah, just try to do and approach the way like, okay, daily is bullish, 1 hour is bullish, and I need bullish C2. Yeah, please. So, and then this one is A setup, this one is A setup, and this one I don't like to take it. These are B setups for me. This one is A plus, let's say, and based on the 1 hour time frame C2 that we have a changing state of delivery between the two 1 hour candle makes it a setup or B setup, because I want to see a proper expansion. So this can be taken as well with half risk, I guess, but I need more data as well, because that's why I'm doing the recaps, because I want to see how many times. Most of the times when we have these, we don't have a clean M5. Most of the times the price is just consolidating and then moving one direction without any real manipulation. So when we have these things, yeah, and of course the time frame change when actually we have when the price disrespected the daily POI. The daily POI has to be disrespected when it makes a bearish OB, right? Or bullish OB. Let's say you bullish and the price make a bearish OB, then in that case the POI is disrespected. You bearish and the price make the bullish OB, changing state of delivery, that means your POI is disrespected. So you change your approach and you change your daily to be bearish, and you're looking for bearish price action. And then this one is similar like this. Okay, you're gonna learn a lot, I'm telling you. You see, can you imagine you enter here and it just move like 50 cents and now it's break even and you're losing your mental capital. You see here, if the price wants to go lower, then it can have this as a protected high because it came back and it seems like it respected the 50% of this range, the OB. But we have this 1 hour fair value gap here, and we still have no. And this is okay. You see this? This is what I'm talking about when we have this move and we have the changing state of the derivative inside the C3. Many times it's just expanding and make a new changing state of the derivative and the end of the. So probably it can like next 10 minutes it's gonna expand and make another one and make a internal changing state of the derivative between the C4 and the C3. I've seen many times this, and that case usually I don't have entry because it's already deep on this leg and you target this original consolidation. So probably this is the ideal entry to put the stop loss above the 50% and short. Let me see here the yeah, still too big. This would be ideal to target first and then this low, but between then probably the price is gonna have a retrace, something like and use this as a failure thing to push the price lower towards this original consolidation. Yeah, but this one doesn't look good. See? So yeah, there is a promotion now on the my funded futures, the rapid plan. I don't like the rapid plan. Rapid plan has a let me see, like a daily, so it's a let me see the use platform. Okay, where is the plan? Okay, rapid plan $50,000 account is $97 now, and it has an end of the day drawdown. Again, I don't like the idea that you have a drawdown real time. Like, I think that means like a trailing intraday. Yeah. All right, let's see Nasdaq. No good risk reward. Let me see on Nasdaq. There are more fair value gaps lower. But the problem is that this is a protected high here. This is not. Interesting. Would you take the short? Who's gonna take the short on Nasdaq? Almost 100 point the distance of this high. This is almost 100 point. Yeah. You see? Yeah, of course. I'm probably waiting for the C4, C1, C2, C3. You're waiting for the C4. For me, what I really don't like is that idea daily is bearish and the 1 hour still bullish, right? So it makes me feel like it's a lower probability. So I don't know. You tag into the 1 hour fair value gap. So probably this can be just a retrace on the 1 hour time frame. So it's a lower probability, and it's already reached the 50% of this 1 hour time frame. You see, it's now in the see. So maybe it can come until this level and this level, and then going higher. Even from here it can reverse. because it's a 50% of the range, and if he wants to go higher, then you know, God is just God. So finally we had a new OB here, but I don't like this up move because that was a consolidation here, and we had a manipulation out. So probably the C4 as well here target, but this is as well like the 1 hour and the daily time frame are not aligned with together, so with each other. This is my consolidation. There's a fair value gap here. I want to see a wick going back and then going lower. And you remember in exactly what I was talking about? When we have this structure and we have a closure inside the C3, we have a straight expansion that like there is no entry like inside the C3. I want to see the price coming back this area and then going higher. Yeah, that's crazy because somehow this area pushes the price lower like crazy. I talk about this yesterday as well in my live, if you remember, and like 1 week ago I noticed when we have this structure. Yeah, I'm not talking about that trade, I'm just talking about like how funny to see that this happens again and again, like happens many times. I'm gonna see this candle close something like this and retrace back to this fair value gap and then going lower. Probably that's gonna be a C4 continuation. Like I mentioned, internal changing state of delivery. Yeah, we will see. Probably there's gonna be an internal changing state of delivery. 1 candle, the 2 candle and going lower. So maybe the next 15 minutes we're gonna have. Oh yeah. If 1 hour would align, definitely enter stop loss 2R. Here would be a C plus C and B setup. Here we go, retrace is coming. Oh yeah, me too, brother. Yeah, me too. I have to leave early today because of the meeting I mentioned you, and now we had this fair value gap, but this is like a huge stop loss, I guess. 20 points. I have a 40 point. Yeah, not ideal. I don't know. I have bad feelings with this entry because even it can be just a retrace, and on a 1 hour we can see the price already retraced back the 50% of this lag. So this is like we have a bullish OB and the price just came back to the bullish order block into the fair value gap. So I don't see lower prices, but you see, this is like a perfect area where the price can reverse here or here. That will be more like 77 to 7 point more move. But because this, I'm telling most of, because the 1 hour is bullish, I don't like that. So it's like I'm trying to catch the top of the, you know, the move. Gold's gonna hit the 50.65. Would be better if we have a C2 to long. So maybe this hourly candle, no, definitely won't be a C1 or C2. Gold, it didn't give us an entry, so no problem at all. Took out the London low, probably is gonna take out the pre-daily low, and maybe crude oil can give us a long to this fair value gap here. We have a M5 fair value gap here, and I want to see, but you see most of the time frames I told you in the beginning of the stream is not aligned. So maybe we can have a short on is that 6BM? We need a M now. This one looks nice on a 1 hour time frame. But this is much more like a scalp, sadly. And you see these failure swings here. I want a price to take out that one now. Let me annotate the chart. We have a 1 hour time, 1 hour fair value gap. We have a 1 hour C2 here. Price respected the 50% of this area. And we want to see this low to be taken. We go on the M5. Perfect price, have a protected high now. C1, C2, C3. Exactly, I want to see a harsh move now to the downside. Pum pum pum. C1, C2 and C3. And then maybe the C4 is gonna be the final move. But honestly, I want to see the price to take out this level now. Gold took out the pre-daily low, perfect. So I'm gonna close the gold chart now. I'm not interested anymore at the price section. Okay, on the M5 you see we had no entry. Inside the C3 we have the expansion I was talking about. Yeah, exactly in Zaxis, you see. So that's why I'm not bothering to chase the price, because I've seen many times if you have this C2, C3, most of the time there is no entry. I drew like half an hour ago on the chart and exactly happening, that same idea I was telling you is gonna happen. So that's a original consolidation. From here, if the price wants to go low, I want to see something like this. At the same time, we reach the 50% of this bullish order block. So we have 1 more minute and I want to see a rejection from this order fair value gap. If the price wants to go high, I want to see a wick from here and close above this 50%. If it's gonna close below the 50%, then we're gonna go lower. And we took out the short-term range here on the M5. 27 more seconds. You see this here? Short-term low. Okay. So what the price is gonna do when take out the short-term low? Consolidation, manipulation, distribution, or retrace, continuation, or V-shaped reaction. Okay, I like this price move. I wanna see the next candle open, go higher and going lower. We have a M5 here, but I don't want to see the price coming back that high anymore. I want to see a quick move, like a 1.3255 to 1.3246. Nothing crazy move, just a no, that's H5, M5. Yeah, so let's go back here. So we see what the price wants to do. Okay, it closed below the 50%. So that's a really strong confirmation that the price wants to go lower. That means these are all invalid. We wanna see continuation lower, right? If the price is gonna close below this, then we're gonna be bearish. But I'm just gonna wait until this is gonna happen. I want to see the price to take out this low, and you can actually study this price action in Zextis if you want, or other people who's watching the stream now. And I'm just gonna wrap up the live. I don't want to see the price to reject this and this. I want the price to use these two levels as I want to see as a vacuum to suck the price into this low. So these two internal lows should push the price to this external, because those are failure swings. I'm gonna wait this, and I'm gonna wrap up the live. Okay. Let's go. Just a moment. So let me see. You really want to see a pullback from this 50% of this OB? No, really, right? But it closed below, so, and it rejected this area, so I don't think so it's gonna give a pullback. And you don't really want to see a pullback, because okay, what happened again? You see this on the left side? I'm just gonna wait until you type in the chat. So in Zexis, do you see this? Yeah. So that's a consolidation. Price reached this level. There were like equal lows here, right? That was the top of the fair value gap. You wanna see consolidation, manipulation, and retrace, because this is a new phase of the price action, right? Because this actually on the higher time frame is a swing low, or retrace and going lower, or it can happen V-shape. Why? Because this fair value gap at the 50% of this down move, right? So this is the area where the price should respect the OB on the 1 hour time frame, you see? And you want to see a rejection to going higher. Because why? Because the 1 hour time frame is bullish. Okay, that's why it's so difficult to trade when the daily is bearish. Okay, and you have a bullish 1 hour, because that was a down move, price closed above, and now it's retraced, but that was like a huge 1 hour bearish candle, took out all these, so probably it's gonna take out this low as well, we can anticipate. But we cannot short, and I cannot short until this price action won't be turned to be bearish too. And then I'm gonna have an A setup. This is like a B setup, because I go against what? I go against the 1 hour time frame, which if it's a retrace shouldn't go that high. So that was like took out this area, the pre-market, the Asian area and the pre-daily low. Now it went higher back to the whole range OTE, right? That was a retrace. That was a pre-daily high. That was a pre-daily low. If you see the price came back here, the OTE fair value gap area, and price went lower into the fair value gap. So now you want to see what? A retrace consolidation. Probably gonna have a consolidation, manipulation, and then going lower. Let me delete all these. So probably I won't sit here and waiting for the entry. Because it doesn't make any sense. For me, like, you see, this was much clearer. You gotta see to here. Again, lower probability, but clearer. Why? Because we had changing state of delivery inside the C3. But you didn't enter here and you put your stop loss here. You would wait for another OB and you enter here, you put your stop loss here and you target this low resistance liquidity. Probably we have something on the left side, no? We go on the 1 hour time frame. This is a new contract, so I cannot see the previous price action. This is a 6 BM 2026. So probably we have some swing low lower, but this one is more safety to enter because you see this is a protected high from the 1 hour POI, from the 5 minutes PDA, which is an order block. We have the rejection and made a new order block. So this is like a POI. So now we can see the price can come back here. Hopefully it's gonna come back like this, and we can short, put the stop loss here and short until this low resistance liquidity, and that's gonna be like a 2R. That's what I wanna see, but probably I won't wait for it. Right, guys? Alright, who is watching the stream now, guys? Let me see. Don't forget to like the video, please, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. That's gonna make me happy if I see these things. I know you're still here, but I see there are more people here, but they're not really active in the chat, so probably they shy. So you understand why I would be more happier to short this contract than actually Nasdaq now or SP 500, because we have an obvious doll here, and I'm gonna see a retrace back here, make a new OB, put the stop loss there, and target 2R. As well, if you see there was a consolidation here, it took out the high, and we anticipate what? Manipulation, distribution, right? So if I use a standard deviation from here, we can anticipate lower prices, and we can target first a -1, which is ideal under these levels. That's amazing. And then this level, and this one I don't wanna, but this can be the final TP. Again, you see it came back to the fair value gap. So now what we wanna see a new changing state of delivery, and that actually respecting the H1 POI that was open this. So you wanna see a 5-minute changing state of delivery to have a protected high inside this C4 to target these lows. So if you have a closure below this, then maybe I'm gonna short for 2R. Why? Because we had this 5 minutes PDA, so we have a new bearish OB from the 5 minutes fair value gap. it's a, you know, it's a font euro, oh no, font dollar, 6 BM 2000. Sorry, I'm gonna put the, I forgot again. Hey Nicole, what's up, what's up, what's up? Here we go, apply to all channel. Oh yeah, no trade yet. I'm looking for this. If you see, this is a font dollar. I want to see to take this low resistance liquidity, and I'm going to see a new OB inside the C4 to target those, but as a market maker sell model, the price can go lower. So that was an accumulation, and we had a manipulation out there. That was my manipulation out of the range. Now I want to see a distribution. Yo, yo, yo. Wow, near Philly. Don't forget to have a Philly sandwich. Sorry, that was a high ball. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wrap up soon as well because I'm gonna have a meeting, so I have to be there in time. I'm gonna put my phone charging. Exactly. Come on, font dollar, give me this entry so I can close the chart. Okay, I have 16 more minutes. 4:30, I'm not 4:30. 11:30, I'm shut down the live stream, guys. Show me some love, guys, if you like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, please, and leave a comment. And don't forget to watch the last trade, last video I uploaded, where I actually talking about the last this week entries and how I make nearly 10 hour, a bit more, but it's not about money, it's about freedom. Let's go, font dollar. Dollar, need a dollar. Give me a Picasso. Give me a Picasso from here, please, and thank you. I want to see a sweep. Sweep into here, then a closure, and another closure, and I'm gonna out. I'm gonna be out. That's gonna be okay. That's 50 minutes. Exactly my time window. Or I'm happy if you give me here, and I can put my stop loss here and target just only 2 hours. Let's go. I want to be out at this low here because there's going to be a new phase of the price action. Can be a retrace, consolidation, manipulation, and going lower. Yeah, I want to be out here. I don't want to target. This is my first target, but I want to have a really, you know, small stop loss, something like 0.0000 and just go for 2 hours. I have yeah, three more minutes. I can see the previous contracts on the left side, but I can, I think, edit 6B. And go on the 1 hour. Yeah, we have a gap here. Yeah, let's go. Don't dare to do this that you won't give me an entry, brother. Nah. Let me see Nasdaq SP 500. Yeah, we have a retrace in Zaxxis as we were talking about. What a surprise. And what level? Of course. I want to see a closure, something like this, okay? And then you can thank guys. Do you know, Nicole, how I can actually calculate let me calculate on the futures 6B risk calculator. Okay, entry price is 1.3252, let's say, and then stop loss is 1.236, and what is that? 1.26. Not one. And the take profit is 1.3235. Number of contracts. Let me calculate only with one contract. Why? I wrote my entry number 1.3251. Oh, fuck it then. This is a garbage calculator. Give me a normal calculator. No, I need a 6B British fund. Okay, I need one contract. Okay, bro, I need just a calculator. Okay, I got the spam messages straight. What's up, only Omari? You have different thing, I guess. So one tick move is $12 with two contracts, so $6 with one tick. That's actually a good thing. Let me ask ChatGPT. So $6.25 each tick, okay? So that should be here $100 risk with 2 contracts. So in target it's $200. At least it says, but it's 8 ticks. Let me try to draw. So, and then 1 2 3 4 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 exactly. So that's accurate. So that's $50 with 1 contract and $100 with 2 contracts. Too short, but ideally 1 2 3 4 5. So that's actually a $30 profit, because it's not a good risk reward, I guess. Probably it's gonna take out this, but because this is so close, I wouldn't take it, brother. But at least now I know the risk parameters, which is nice. Yeah. All right, kill it. I want to see that lava, and I'm gonna wrap. What was that? I'm gonna wrap up the live, guys. Let me put the magnet on, and we're gonna see Monday how the price was acting. Here we go. Woo! Bomb. Price action hit. Perfect. C for continuation. As Stefan would say, is a Picasso, guys. When the M5 and the M15 align together, we want to short. If you short, don't forget to decrease your stop loss. Yeah, don't make stupid mistakes. All right, guys, it's Friday. I'm tired. My brain is just bad, and you know, it was a pleasure to have you here, guys. Okay. And if you have any question, please leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like to have like any video, lecture or video, something like that, you're curious about Fractal, you can find 3 trades Fractal model on YouTube for free. And even you can ask me, I can record some video to talk about that. If you're not familiar with my trading style, please find my entries in the previous video I uploaded. Nearly 10 hour trade I had profit in the last 3 days. I'm done for the week. This would be as well a beautiful long short from the C3, as you can see, and you had the C4 continuation too. We have a MMXM on the right side, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, as you know, power of 3. It was a pleasure, guys. If you have any question, don't be shy. I'm gonna be around to reply to the comments, and then see you guys.